She may not say she likes you, but her body starts revealing it before her words ever do. And most men completely miss the signs, even when they're happening right in front of them. Because attraction is rarely logical. It's subconscious. And when a woman is truly attracted to a man, certain behaviors start slipping out naturally. Not fake, not planned. Today, you'll learn the 3 subconscious things women only do around men they genuinely desire. Pay attention to this. The first sign is subtle, but once you see it, you'll never unsee it again. She starts mirroring you without realizing it. Your posture, your energy, even your words. If you lean forward, she slowly leans forward too. If you speak softly, her tone suddenly becomes softer. This happens because the brain copies people it emotionally connects with. Attraction creates synchronization. It's the mind's way of saying, I feel safe around this person. And here's the interesting part. She usually has no idea she's doing it. Imagine sitting across from her at dinner. You take a sip of your drink. Seconds later, she does the exact same thing. Not because she planned it, because attraction quietly pulls people into rhythm. But here's the truth. Most men only focus on obvious flirting. They miss the tiny unconscious signals. The signals that are actually more honest. Now, the second behavior is even deeper, and it reveals emotional attention. She remembers random details about you. Details nobody else notices. Your favorite snack. The story you told 3 weeks ago. The weird phrase you always repeat. Even your mood shifts. Why? Because attraction sharpens attention. The brain naturally prioritizes people it values emotionally, especially in romantic attraction. This is where it gets interesting. She may forget important things during her day, but somehow she remembers your smallest details perfectly. That's not accidental. That's emotional focus. Think about this. You casually mention loving a certain childhood movie. A month later, she randomly brings it up again. Most people don't store information like that unless there's emotional meaning attached to it. Attraction creates emotional importance. And deep attraction? It makes someone mentally study you without realizing it. But pay attention here. There's another signal most people completely misunderstand. Sometimes attraction doesn't make her calmer. It makes her nervous. She suddenly becomes more self-aware around you, and her body starts reacting. She fixes her hair, adjusts her clothes, looks away, then looks back again, over and over. This isn't always confidence. Sometimes it's emotional pressure. Because when someone truly matters, your nervous system notices. Her heart rate changes. Her awareness increases. Suddenly she cares more about how she sounds, how she looks, how she's perceived. That's why attraction often creates tiny anxious behaviors, especially around someone she deeply wants attention from. But here's the truth most people ignore. Real attraction is rarely smooth. Sometimes it's awkward. Sometimes it's messy. Because emotions are hard to control, especially hidden ones. Now let's go deeper, because the next behavior is incredibly revealing. She creates reasons to continue interaction, even when the conversation could easily end. She asks extra questions, sends random messages, finds excuses to stay nearby, or suddenly becomes more available. Attraction seeks connection, even in small ways. This is subconscious emotional investment. Her brain wants more exposure to you, not because she's bored, because your presence feels rewarding. Think about someone she doesn't care about. Conversations stay short. Energy stays neutral. There's no emotional pull. But with a man she's deeply attracted to, she unconsciously stretches the interaction. Even tiny moments start feeling valuable, and she wants more of them. Pay attention to this next one, because it's powerful. She reacts differently to your attention, compared to other people's. Your compliments hit harder. Your silence affects her more. Even small changes in your behavior suddenly matter to her, more than they should. Why? Because emotional attraction creates emotional sensitivity. When someone matters to you, their opinion starts carrying emotional weight. This is why she may replay your words later, or overthink a simple interaction. A man she doesn't care about, she forgets him quickly. But a man she truly desires, he stays in her mind long after the interaction ends. And this final behavior is the biggest clue of all, because it reveals emotional openness. She slowly drops her guard around you, little by little. She shares more personal thoughts, more emotion, more vulnerability, more honesty. Attraction isn't only physical. Real attraction creates emotional safety too. And when a woman feels emotionally drawn to a man, she starts letting him into parts of herself others never see. Not immediately, but gradually. Because trust and attraction often grow together, quietly. So if you notice these behaviors together, the mirroring, the nervous energy, the emotional attention, the effort to stay connected, the emotional sensitivity, and the growing vulnerability, there's usually something deeper happening. Because genuine attraction always leaks through behavior, even when words stay hidden. And the people who understand these signals, they stop chasing validation. They start understanding human psychology instead. And that changes everything. If this made you see attraction differently, subscribe for more psychology and relationship insights.